Hi, I'm Gary Riley, and welcome to another episode of Level 1 Restoration Behind Their Scenes. We're down the road at the church again here with the 67 GTO, and I can't think of any other way to describe this car as just beautiful. And of course, black never hurts, but 67 GTO is one of my favorite cars. I've owned one since I was in high school, bought it in 1985. And still have it today. But this one here belongs to Phil Mitchell, one of our top customers, and we restored this car for him, and we wrapped this car up and took it to the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals in November of 2025, and it scored a gold, and all that's really nice, and now it's ready to go back to his museum and be with all the rest of the cars that we've restored from him and other shops he uses. It's going to be an amazing thing. More on that in the near future. But let's talk about this car in particular. It's a real Code A black car, black interior, non-vinyl top. But the kicker on this car is it's a Ram Air car. So one of 751 67 GTO hardtops with Ram Air, or 751 total, I believe. There was 56 convertibles as well, and some sedans also. But this car is sitting just like the window sticker would show it. Rally ones, it has map lighting in there is kind of a neat option. GTOs had pretty good amount of standard features, so bucket seats, that was standard on a GTO with the 3-speed manual, but this one does have the 4-speed. It's an M21 with a center console. It also has rally gauges. All the gauges in the tach is in there, and the oil pressure, water temperature, and all that. And even when you got rally gauges, even the speedometer was different. It was just a totally different gauge setup. One of the better looking dashes that you will ever find. And in addition to that, I don't know, we'll take a look at the window sticker here and we'll get all the options off of there that this car has. But a neat thing about 67 GTO Ram Air cars that's really kind of surprising is that all of them came with a 433, heavy duty positive traction rear end. It was mandatory. So whether it be a 3-speed or a 4-speed or an automatic, they all had that 433 gear. And interestingly, late in the year when Firebirds came out, all of the Firebirds had a 390 gear, which kind of makes sense. It's the exact same engine in a lighter car. You would need probably a little less gear in that Firebird. But anyway, so this car came to us. I got it from a guy, Dan. He and his dad have a Pontiac parts sales business, and I met him out at Norwalk and over the phone, and we made a trade with this car. I had a black 70 GTO VOE car that we bought to get the original mufflers that came with the car for the 70 GTO Humbler. And when we got the mufflers, that's all we needed, but the guy made me buy the whole car. So I needed to sell that car. So we traded it even up for this project Ram Air 67 GTO. And he still has that car, and my customer has his car all done. So it was a really good swap that we made. But this car went through a pretty long, typical restoration process, every single nut and bolt. We had the engine all done. It was really good. We spent a little bit of extra attention on the engine and ended up making 465, I think, horsepower, 500-ish foot-pounds of torque. So it's got a little bit of extra going on in there. But we do have a cam that we use that basically has the same spec as the Ram Air cam that this car would have come with. So that part about it is pretty much all stock. And then of course it was fortunate to have the pinstripe white wall tires. It really goes well with the white pinstripe that it would have had. And fun little 67 GTO note, I have recorded 3 different styles of stripes on these cars, and it all has to do with the spacing. So it's like a 16th inch stripe and an 1/8 inch stripe, and this one has an 1/8 inch space, but some of them have all the way up to a 1/4 inch space between them, which is really neat. But the Pontiac cars that I've recorded from the era this car was built in had the narrower spacing, so that's what we went with. And it's just a wonderful car. We'll show you under the hood and in the trunk and all over the interior of this car, but this is definitely a completed restoration that we're really proud of here at Level 1 Restoration, and I just love this thing, obviously. So, and then of course, being a Ram Air car, it has the Ram Air pan under the hood, which you'll see, and the dealer installed that pan and opened up the scoop. And so the rest of it was, that stuff was sent in the trunk on a Ram Air car. And really, you were supposed to put it back to a regular air cleaner if you drove it in the wintertime, because there was no place for that weather to go. There was not even a drain hole in the Ram Air pan. So if you were driving in heavy rain, at some point you would have a problem. But no one cared about that. The whole purpose of a Ram Air 67 GTO was to go take it to the drag strip and race it. And on that note, these cars would have probably been into C stock at the drag strip. Its biggest competition probably would have been a 67 442, and they ran in the 12s in that form. And these cars right off the showroom floor, if a guy knew what he was doing, it would easily run 13s. This car would run 13s even at this high elevation, but we have had 50 plus years of technology that we were able to apply to it. But amazing cars, and we really appreciate you watching these videos, and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time on Level 1 Restoration Behind the Scenes.